Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns DeMar DeRozan and his connections with the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to free agency and his decision of where he wants to go. And guys, before I get into the reports that just came out about DeMar DeRozan and his connections with the Lakers, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and of course follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I really do appreciate if you show me the love and support from my social media sites. And of course, guys, I have a podcast now called ZSPN. It is on Anchor, Radio Public, Spotify, Breaker, and Radio Public, and all those other podcast distributions out there. Please show me the love, support for my podcasts, and of course my social media sites, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course subscribe to the channel ZSPN on YouTube. So guys, getting into the reports, according to multiple sites that been reporting this as of late, and I said the gist of it in my last video, but there's more details when it comes to his interview that he had. DeMar DeRozan had an interview with Shannon Sharpe from Undisputed. It was on one of his shows called the Shay Club or something like that. He basically puts out there in the interview that he is willing to take a pay cut to join the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I'm going to say this right now. This is not a confirmed type of report. He's just basically saying it out there from his hometown. If somehow they want him, and if the Lakers want him, which obviously the reports are being out there, they basically do. If the opportunity comes to them, if he wants to join the Los Angeles Lakers, then he is willing to take the pay cut and join the Los Angeles Lakers. But Shannon Sharpe obviously went into detail of his decision of saying that. Usually I'm just saying the gist of it. You can go watch his video. It's obviously on YouTube, or you can go to my page or my page on Twitter. I basically retweeted the video, so if you guys want to go check it out, please do. He basically just went into detail and you kind of grilled him about it. He wanted to know more of his what he just said, because this is something a bit fun to hear when it comes to Laker fans, just hearing that. So he basically said, usually players, they say they want to take a pay cut, but how much? I mean, there's that notion that they want to get paid how much money and stuff like that. But and where is the the right stance of that particular pay cut? So we just have to see what he has to decide about when it comes to his decision of taking a pay cut with the Los Angeles Lakers, and how much would that be? Because the Lakers, as I mentioned in past videos, the Lakers are hard capped. So they have an issue with the cap, and the idea of that being a problem for the Lakers when it comes to getting players in the free agency market is going to be pretty hard to tell of who they will pursue. But all indications of what DeMar DeRozan has been saying is that it's all good news for Laker fans. Hearing all that, he said that it will be a great opportunity to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and what better. And when it came to what Shannon Sharpe was talking about, when it came to LeBron and Anthony Davis, that he will be. Would that fit? And he said, obviously it will. I mean, you have to find ways of just fitting when it comes to your game and, playing alongside LeBron and Anthony Davis. So, he's optimistic. I mean, it made it sound like, he already signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. In that video, it really showed that, you had to make things work and stuff like that. I mean, that type of talk is, in my opinion, tells you that this is the type of guy who just signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. So personally, guys, when it comes to this particular report, I love this type of idea of him joining the Lakers. He brings that scoring ability that the Lakers would be looking for when it comes to a third option type of player, second or third option type of scenario for a guy who would team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis on the floor. If one of them are out, obviously he will bring that scoring ability to the table. Shooting wise, he is not there, to be honest with you guys. I mean, he scores around like 25 last time I checked from the three, close to 30. So this notion that he is a shooter is not really in that sort of range of what the Lakers are looking for. But when it comes to scoring, you should go after a player like that. So DeMar DeRozan, in my opinion, will be a good fit for the Lakers, especially alongside LeBron and Anthony Davis. And, he even put it out there that, he made so much money throughout his career, especially 12 to 13 years with the Toronto Raptors. Money is basically not an issue for him. His next legacy going into his NBA career is to win a championship. And if that opportunity comes for him with the Los Angeles Lakers, would be a great accomplishment for him. And, just hearing that kind of shows that, he doesn't care about the money as much, but, is to go to a destination where you can win championships. So, excuse me. But guys, when I heard that, it kind of, rang some happiness in my soul when it came to this particular decision of hearing what DeMar DeRozan had to say. I mean, guys, he's a guy who averages 20 points a game throughout his career, and to have that alongside LeBron and Anthony Davis will play huge wonders for the Lakers when it comes to scoring, and finding a third option like a DeMar DeRozan would be a great help for the Lakers when it comes to resting LeBron and Anthony Davis throughout the season. So that's a great perk for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to that sort of decision if they want DeMar DeRozan. And as I mentioned, if they said that, he would join the Lakers. So I don't know if that's just talk or just being with Shannon Sharpe kind of being more relaxing and just talking. So, but we just have to see. We have to see what his intentions are and what he wants when it comes to free agency. Because guys, the salary cap for the Los Angeles Lakers is a bit high. Not high, but it's kind of low in the sense that they can't give him for example, like a 4-year contract around $90 million. There's no way that will potentially happen. The Lakers can only offer him like a mid-level exception, close to like $9 to $10 million, and veteran minimums. So if somehow DeMar DeRozan would accept a mid-level exception, it would be a great type of move for the Lakers to make. Now, I heard from Lakers Nation that if the Lakers do use the mid-level exception, then somehow the Lakers will trigger a hard cap. But hopefully, with the right price for the mid-level exception for DeMar DeRozan, hopefully it does not hit that. Because if somehow he wants close to, excuse me, like around 9 million plus years, something like that, on his contract, then they won't basically hit the mid-level exception. But if he just wants exactly 10 million or something like that, or plus million, something like that, then the Lakers will trigger the mid-level exception. So, or the hard cap on their cap. So that's just basically what I have to say, guys. I mean, that's just the gist of it. I mean, I said a lot of videos as of late when it came to DeMar DeRozan. It's just basically this particular report kind of shines to me because of the of how close we are in the free agency stance. The Lakers are just maybe next week on July no, sorry, August 22nd, free agency will begin, and we have to see if the Lakers will, who will they pursue and who will come back. I mean, there's a lot of things the Lakers will do when it comes to free agency, and we're not even sure about the other players that are in the consideration for potential trades. I mean, Buddy Hield, Kyle Lowry, and Russell Westbrook. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things the Lakers will do when it comes to free agency that will obviously, you know, surprise us or potentially will put into question of what their mindset will be to build around LeBron and Anthony Davis for a potential championship run. So we just have to see, guys. We have to see what the Lakers' intentions are when it comes to free agency and who will they potentially target. But, you know, DeMar DeRozan is in that conversation, and, you know, he's willing to take less. So, you know, a pay cut, it sort of depends on how big of a pay cut will he accept. You know, the Lakers, as I mentioned, can only offer the mid-level exception and the veteran minimum, but we just have to see what DeMar DeRozan's you know, tensions are and what he will do when it comes to free agency going into next week. And the draft is this week on July 29th, so we just have to see what the Lakers will do on draft night. Will they keep the draft pick, or will they potentially trade it or trade down to get more assets? There's a lot of things that will be coming up when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers with news, updates, speculations. I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about the DeMar DeRozan to the Los Angeles Lakers scenario. Do you think it will work? Do you think it will be a great fit, or do you think the Lakers should pursue someone else, maybe a Buddy Hield, Russell Westbrook, Kyle Lowry, Lonzo Ball? I mean, there's a lot of decisions the Lakers need to do when it comes to, excuse me, the free agency markets and potential trades that could be made. You know, we just have to see what the Lakers will do and what their mindset will be. But like always, I'll deliver you all everything that goes down when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers news, updates, speculations on free agency, trades, and drafts. I'll keep you guys up to date on all of my social media sites and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube, and also on my podcast, ZSPN. Please show me the love for all of those social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and my podcast on Anchor as well. I really do appreciate you showing me the love, support for those, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.